Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Doomsday video, and today I'm trying something quite fun. I've dubbed it Dino Doom, and it is a bug version of the list um, that has a somewhat of a transformational sideboard. We basically can transform into a bug mid-range deck with these bomb can't be countered creatures and Uru, and then carpets to make the mana for it. And basically, this is in an attempt to answer the Delver threat. And yeah, we'll see how we go. I played 3 matches of a league yesterday, and that's the league I'm going to finish today. And I might play a couple more, like join a new league, play some more matches for this video. So, but yeah, and in that league I'm 3-0. So let's see if we can go for the 5-0. That'd be pretty cool. But I'll just mention a few things about the list here. So this is a different list to what I like. The main deck is different from what I've been used to playing. First of all, it's bug colors, but it's also without days, a card that I do really enjoy playing. But we have an Astrolabe mana base here, and to facilitate that, I'm running 5 basic lands, and I've got the 3 main deck Baleful Strix, and this is sort of the disruption pillar here, these 13 cards, and I'm counting Strix and the Singleton Abrupt Decay there. So very different from what I have been playing. Only got 2 petals instead of 3, but upped the land count from 17 to 18. Only got 2 cyclers. Used to be on 2 Street Wraith. And that's one of the things about this list is it kind of wants to do a lot of things, and in wanting that, it kind of feels like it ends up not really like not really having all like I've shaved discard, I shaved petal. We're really low on blue cards, so it kind of wants to do different things and can't really make up its mind. But it's been playing pretty well, to be honest. So far, I'm like 30 or so matches in. I have my spreadsheet here. As you can see, it's pretty decent. I think it is around 6. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to talk about win rate with this few matches, but I think I played 27 and I have won 18 of those right now. So that's a good start. And so the reason for this sideboard here is, as I said, to try and beat Delver. The thinking being that Rug Delver in particular can't really. Well, they can interact with Uru the easiest because they have Red Blast and Surgical Extraction. That's kind of a bummer. But Uru's power level is just so high if it doesn't get answered. And crucially, it also links the early game to the mid game, I guess, because of the life gain. And then we want to drop like one of these tyrants, or the dinosaurs, this Carnage Tyrant or this Shifting Ceratops. Theory being that most Delver decks can't really deal with that. And basically, these 13 cards are what come in against Delver, and then the Doomsday package comes out completely. It's been working fine so far. I haven't been overwhelmed. As you can see, I have faced a little bit of Delver. Blue-Red Delver, I won there. Grixis Delver, I lost, and then faced 2 Delver lists in this league that I beat. So it's not the worst. But we'll see. I don't know. It's a little bit of a gimmick because I think once transformational sideboards get sort of become known, they're quite. I guess kind of the theory for me is that they can be like a house of cards. They fall apart if people then prepare for them. Because I think like Rug Delver, while it's not its favorite cup of tea to play against Uru and Carpet of Flowers, it can definitely pivot towards that. Um, so, anyways, one last card I'll touch in this sideboard here is the Kitchen Finks, which might seem quaint. This is basically like I had 4 decay in the sideboard, and then I had 2 spell pierce, and I decided that I moved the decay into the side into the 1 decay into the main deck, and I wanted one more like relevant creature in the Delver matchup, and one that gives us life. It was between this and Clothis, and I think Clothis is clearly the more powerful card, but Clothis requires a 4th color, which we might be able to support. We actually probably could because of Astrolabe, so I might test that at some point. But right now, I'm trying the Finks. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I mean, it is a bit of a gimmick, and it does mean that we don't really get to board a lot against other matchups, which is a little bit sort of frightening. But yeah. But enough talking about the deck. I'll queue up. All right. So this is a mulligan because no lands. This is a fine keep. I suppose I'm going to bottom a fetch land here. I decided to keep the island over the fetch land because we have a dark ritual, so we only need, like, having basic island is fine. And our opponent has also mulligan to 6. It looks like they mulligan to 5. Okay. Let's see what we're up against here. Heath pass. So immediately I'm thinking it's either elves or it is some sort of Bant. Bant deck, like Bant, Natural Order, or something else. Oof. That's basically a turn to kill here if we with protection with the Veil. Yeah, let's oh no, I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to draw a land and leave Doomsday on top. So this is kind of awkward now because if they happen to be like a discard deck, then it's a major blowout for us. Yeah, I think I'm going to play out the pedal to just to sort of hedge against that. If they had access to 3 mana on their next turn, I wouldn't want to pedal because they might be like a Green Suns deck that could then go for Collector Roof. But yeah, that was a bit annoying. I shouldn't have. Oh, it's Infect. Infect is traditionally not a matchup I enjoy playing very much. Lighted Agent, okay. Alright, so we're going to win, I think, because they would need to have a Daze, a Force, and a blue card, which seems pretty unlikely, but yeah, we'll see. And I'm just going to lead off with the Veil here. If they Daze, I'm just not going to pay for it, and just assume they don't have like another like Force and a blue card, but they had nothing. Okay, so this is a fairly straightforward kill. Get Ideas Unbound, Lionside Diamond, Lotus Petal, Thassa's Oracle, and a Cycler. that. Put Petal and Oracle on the bottom. And then these three. Cast Brainstorm, we place the blank in our hand at the bottom, and then Ideas Unbound. And go Diamond Cycle. So is this where they have like main deck Mindbreak Trap? That'd be kind of sick. All right, they've conceded. Now this is interesting. I don't really know if I can see the the man plan, for lack of a better word, like make sense here. Probably not, right? I don't think so. I can see Spell Pierce being good. I could see Abrupt Decay being kind of relevant, but maybe not 4. We also have like the Baleful Strix, which are not terrible. I think I'm gonna cut Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm not sure if I want to cut Duress. They will have Veil of Summer. And I think the one of Duress is mostly to have the, like, you have that in the deck to be able to put it in your pile in case you're up against a deck that you suspect is running like Stifle. That's probably the main reason, or I guess could be something similar to Stifle. I want to say Mindbreak Trap, but then if you're fearing Mindbreak Trap, you can just sort of usually you can play around it. So I think maybe I cut Duress. I don't know. It is a combo deck though. Let's check our blue count. So we've 1, 5, 6, 9 with the Strix, 13, 17, 19. I don't count Thassa, so 19. Maybe we can cut like a Preordain. Gosh, this is tough. I think probably cut a land. And cut a Petal. I'm not sure. Not sure about this. I think this is a matchup where it would be nice to have some more like Spell Pierce / Flusterstorm kind of effects, but I'm not sure. Maybe the removal is really good. Like between 4 Decay and 3 Strix, we should have a shot at, stopping them, but maybe that's ambitious. And both of those cards being like 2 mana spells makes me anxious on the draw. At least they didn't lead on Glistener Elf. Okay, I'm gonna pass here, and I guess the Spell Pierce was not the worst. These counter spells are kind of, potentially kind of nice. I wonder if I'm supposed to like Force of Will a threat. I guess not. Now that they have a threat that I couldn't Force of Will, so if they play another one, I'm not gonna force it. This is Sylvan Library. If it is, I'm going to Spell Pierce that. And if they daze, I'm going to force. Don't think we can afford to give the other combo deck a Sylvan Library. Oh, what's going on? A Blighted Agent, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. think I brainstorm end of turn here because there's a good shot. I want to like spend mana to cast Strix next turn. Even though obviously Strix can't block the agent. Right. I feel like I probably want to throw out the Dark Ritual and then draw a Ponder. And let's get a Trop so that we have Decay mana. If they daze here, okay, guessing they don't have daze. All right. Hopefully double force is going to be enough to keep us alive for this turn, but we'll see. Okay, so they want to give this +4/+4. Pretty sure they're going for the kill right now. The question is what spell to counter, right? I think I'm going to counter this, and then they probably Veil off of the Hierarch, and then we have to force that. Okay. So, pretty sure they don't have Veil. So if we draw Decay, that's pretty good. Sylvan, oof. Okay. I am going to force that, leaving myself pretty defenseless here, but I don't think letting them on tap with that is a winning proposition. Neither is drawing Thassa's Oracle, truth be told. Yeah. Not loving this. I think maybe I'm supposed to try and go for it and hope that the two cards in their hand aren't that good. It's not great not having a draw effect to be able to win on the same turn. That's, I guess, one good thing about Doomsday versus Infect is that the life loss isn't really a thing. Let's see. We might be dead now. Okay. Glistener Elf, right. Well, I think we're dead to any pump spell now. So, but waiting here isn't really, I think, an option. I'm going to fetch now in case they fight over the Doomsday, then we can Veil and hope to get lucky and draw like a Brainstorm or a... Oh, that was punt. That was a massive punt, just as I was explaining it. So I should have fetched a basic in case we Veil into an Astrolabe, because that lets us win. Yikes. Okay, well, can't be changed now. I'm actually really hoping they have Force plus blue card, because it means both that we get to Doomsday and also means we're not dead to pump spell. Okay. Oh, I'm such a goof. See, if I had actually... So if I had... I'm just playing terribly here. If I had tapped... not tapped Bayou, but tapped Underground Sea, I could, next turn, if they like Brainstorm, and then try and go for a kill, I could cast Veil of Summer to cycle into an Abrupt Decay, but as did I have to spend my only green mana to do that. Oh well. Right, so might as well just go the route that we plan here. So let's go like this. So we're yep, that ought to be fine. This way we can veil, and like drawing the card off veil won't be a problem either way. All right. Well, they either have it or they don't. I'm guessing they have it because the cards in their hand is not counter spells, or so what else is it? Yeah, here we go. Berserk. That'll do it. They actually needed that Noble Hierarch. All right, so I guess it didn't. It ended up not mattering because they didn't play a blue spell, but that could have. All right, I think I was pretty okay with that sort of setup. So let's try it again for game 3. Hope for a good opening hand. This is not that exciting, but it's not terrible. So let's go ahead and try and keep it. All right. Really like an astrolabe here. So as it stands right now, I can't cast Doomsday next turn because I don't have the ability to make 3 black mana. So I think I'm gonna. I could have played out Cavern to make sure that Strix sticks, but with them not having a creature that's going to attack next turn, I'm not as frightened of it. But let's see here. And this is potentially a little bit of a punt as we're switching off Force of Will. Veil of Summer is good. Veil of Summer means if we were to draw like a Dark Ritual, we can win next turn. The Blighted Agent. Wow. That was the guy that did it last game. Guess Force of Will is not the worst. So I'm gonna play the Cavern here, and we have the option to like Edge of Autumn it. The problem with doing that is that we'd lose the ability to draw a card. And having done that, I think actually I should play the Snow-Covered Forest instead. Because that would, like, if we draw a fetch land and we have forest out, we would have forest plus 3 black mana, so we could both veil. Yeah. I'm not playing very well, but like, I think these are minute things that I don't know. So what did they do with that ponder? They did not shuffle. So, I mean, this makes it a 6. That means we're dead in 2 more swings. So I wonder if I'm supposed to counter this. So if they have another pump, if they have 2 more like green spells that do something, we're basically dead. I think I'm going to cycle and see if I can hit an abrupt decay, which is obviously a punt, but wow, we got rewarded. All right, so oh, hang on. So if I pass priority here, do I then just take damage? That would be insanely annoying. And I honestly don't really know, right? We're in blockers, and they have passed priority to me. I think I get another chance, right? No, I didn't. Oh, jeez. Unbelievable. Well, I think it's still correct to do it now, but that was very annoying. Veil. I'm going to force veil. Okay. So that was pretty devastating. I think that means that we need to draw like another decay now. Guess. Oh, hang on. No. Well, we don't draw decay. Yikes. I think we go like this, and I'm just trying to work. I don't think I think we're gonna lose here. Just trying to work out if I draw the forest, that means next turn we would be able to decay. Sorry, not decay, like Veil and Doomsday. But then what? We still have to pass the turn one more time. I think. Oh, this is so bad. Wasteland, jeez. Okay. I'm pretty sure that means we're dead. What? The same as last. Same as last game. They have Berserk probably. Okay, they didn't. But we're pretty screwed. Well, we can't even win because we can't even win because we don't have what do you call it? The Lines of Diamond in the deck anymore. And you know, they just need to have like a force. But let's see. Something might come of it. Okay, so they force. I guess we veil, but then we're tapped out. Yep, and then it doesn't matter. We're out. Dead to the Blighted Agent. Wow, that sucked. Oh well. Mm. All right, let's see if we can make it a 4-1 or a. All right, back with the last round of this league. I guess we keep this. It's a little bit annoying to not have a better land situation, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle Street Wraith, and if I don't get a land, I think I will Strix. Suppose I could brainstorm off the pedal. Maybe that would be more correct. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Obviously, this telegraphs pretty strongly that we are combo, but all right, let's go like this. Don't want to expose Underground Sea to Wasteland. Volcanic Preordain, so that probably means it's either Delver or what do you call it? Pokepile. Let's see here, they might have Daze. Force of Will. Well, I'm actually going to fight that fight. So they force pitched force. All right. Wasteland. All right, I'm going to cycle the edge in response. It's not the best draw. What did they shuffle their ponder? Nope, they did not. That was a good draw. Get in there. Yep. I think I'm just going to pass here. If they have Bolt next turn, like pre-combat, I might fire off Brainstorm just to see if I can get lucky and hit my 1 of Decay. That might not be the wisest choice, considering the odds of that. I think I'm just gonna let that happen, and they'll get their free ponder. Go top on preordain. It's a little bit scary. Okay. Let's fetch out basic island and cast ponder. That was actually pretty good. My computer is freaking out here. Alright, my computer is struggling quite heavily, but I'll try to finish this. I had to reboot Magic Online, so let's try and finish this ponder, put Doomsday second from the top, and then draw Abrupt Decay and pass the turn. Suppose I could play out this and call Wizard. And I'm going to decay once they enter their combat step because I want their first main phase, like, I want them to not know what's happening. Sprite Dragon. Okay, I still think that Dreadhorde is the scarier card, but I could die real fast to that Sprite Dragon. Okay, so they have 5 cards in hand. It's probably going to be like really hard to beat, but we'll see. My guess is they're going to play out a Delver here. Okay. And it's Grixis Delver. So my one loss to the Delver with this deck so far has been Grixis. And they had like Young Pyromancer and Bedlam Reveler. Bedlam Reveler was pretty rough. Okay, so I'm going to brainstorm here. I think I probably should have played out Cavern. Okay, well, the Dark Ritual is obviously huge. Question is there any way we don't just die like next turn? Like if we go Doomsday now, we drop to 7. If they have a 2/2, if they have like a bolt, we're dead. I mean, technically not, but they would like a bolt in one spell. We're dead if they. I'm just wondering how likely it is that will it be able to resolve anything next turn without the veil. But so I think I'm gonna go like I'm gonna go Thassa's Oracle and Ideas Unbound, so that if we somehow don't need to fire off the Veil this turn, we can build a pile with LED. I'm gonna assume they have like another pitch counter here with all the cantrip that they've been doing. Okay, so Force Pitch Days. That's gonna take the Sprite feller up to 3/3. Okay, so we just have to hope that they don't have like Bolt and like more counter spells. So I think I'm gonna like draw basic land, cast Ideas Unbound, and then I'm gonna draw like Petal, Thassa, Edge of Autumn. Let's see what will the mana be. We'll need 2 petals in case they wasteland Cavern of Souls. So maybe I just have to do that. I need to go like this. So that's, and there's Thassa. So we draw a basic island. We cast Ideas Unbound. We draw Petal, Thassa, or like Petal, Thassa, Edge to Petal, yeah. Alright, let's see. It's not impossible, but I would say probably pretty unlikely that that they won't be able to kill us. So yeah, obviously Bolt does it. There's Wasteland for Cavern. Okay, so they didn't have a spell, so I'm really worried that they'll be able to counter this Ideas Unbound. Tell you what, no, never mind. If they do, we're out. Could be Force of Negation. Yeah, it is. It is. Alright, GG's. Oh well, we fought the good fight, I think, game 1. Alright, so let's see. Let's bring in all these. Let's bring out all of the Doomsday cards. And we'll keep in 2 Dark Rituals because Dark Rituals can cast these on counterable threats. Yeah, that's it. All right. It's funny, I have not like actually drawn a an astrolabe in any of these matches, but yeah, anyways. I think I'm gonna keep this. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. We really like for this plan to work, we really need to hit like basic lands and astrolabes, I think. Okay, that's really good. This is a turn 3 shifting Ceratops, I think. Well, we'll see. It's so weird to have this card in my Dark Ritual combo deck. I played once. I played like white dudes in modern, and had this in my deck. I really like, to me it's like a modern card, you know. All right, so let's go like this. Actually, we can't cast it next turn, right? Because we won't be able to make green green. Because we only have like, because Bayou is our only black and green source. If we had like another black or green source, we could. We'll see. We could make Kitchen Finks next turn if we wanted to. I think maybe I brainstorm here. Just before like they have another Red Blast online. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think actually no. Yeah, I think we can like throw away the Dark Ritual now. We won't get to Shifting Ceratops next turn, but all right, all the cantrips. Mm. All right, I wonder if they will, if they're gonna daze this Kitchen Finks. They must be thinking, what the heck? They force it. All right, I think I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna throw away Uru on that account. And so we know they don't have daze, or they would have just dazed. I feel confident in saying. So this probably is worth forcing. Right. So the question is if it's worth burning this Dark Ritual to give this dude haste. Mm. I think probably. Because I'm not sure that we can actually race if we like take another hit from Delver without. Oh, alright. That means we have to fetch non-basic here. Mm. haste. Well, actually, maybe I'm supposed to keep him back and just like threaten reach. If they have double bolt here, I'm gonna be sad. Another Delver, eh? Okay, so now I think I have to keep him back. But let's see if we can find like Strix or Decay or Uru. There's a lot of good draws. Yeah, Strix is good. I think probably I'm gonna fetch here. Just kind of want to give myself a chance to draw into like Decay. Carnage Tyrant, hey. So one more mana. Alright, so they have two cards in hand. Let's say one of them is a bolt. So let's say they flip Delver. And they swing for 6. I think I'm going to have to stay on defense. They'll have to use the bolt to deal with Strix. Or, I guess, Pyroblast. What? They Pyroblast on upkeep, and they reveal Pyroblast? Okay, well, I mean, guess we know that then. Okay, fair enough. Ponder into Carpet of Flowers? Yes, thank you. I think we still have to pass here because we have to stay on defense in order to not take 6. It'd be awesome if you can give it vigilance. Scary. It's pretty much like knife's edge kind of stuff right now. I think if they deploy another threat this turn, that would be pretty big. And obviously, like, if they can dig their way to lightning bolts, plural, then that also ends the game, I think. They shuffle. Okay. Right. I'm going to use it here and like this. We know the top of our deck is Force of Will. And I think I'm okay waiting with like casting this Brainstorm for one more turn. gonna attack here? Alright, so the question is if we swing with both creatures here. So if we do, that's lethal attack. So if they want to, they can double block the tyrant. I think I'm gonna lead off with a. Oh, hang on. They're pausing on our draw step because they have surgical extraction. Not wanting to pay life. They're targeting Baleful Strix. I think that's fine. Maybe I should have brainstormed in response to get a free shuffle. That was dumb. So let's we attack with both. Let's say they chump one and they take 5. And then we can't block next turn. And they like 2 bolts kill us. But 2 bolts would have killed us for a while. I think I like casting Brainstorm here. I think I'm gonna force this. Would love to find decay. Ooh, pay dirt. Yeah. I'm gonna stack it like this. I have to watch my clock here. I lost a lot of time when I had to reboot my computer. Okay. So they go to 1. And that should do it. All right, cool. So the question is now, ideally we would have won game 1, and then this would have been game 2, because now they know like that the jig is up. I wonder if it's worth it to bring back even just a part of the Doomsday package, but probably not, because I think, ironically, I don't really think a lot changes here for them. They probably bring back stuff like Oko if they, I guess they're not on green, so never mind that. If they have like mid-range cards, they might bring in like, I don't know, Painful Truth or something. But I think like the stuff that they would bring in, like Surgical Extraction is still good because it takes Uro, so they're going to keep that in. If they brought in like extra counter spells, like the Red Blast are going to stay in regardless of what plan I'm on. Okay, I'm going to keep this. Just going to try to play quickly here. I'm going to fetch and cast Ponder while they have no Red Blast available. Okay, they are for some reason pausing here. Okay, I think I'm actually going to shuffle this. They're great cards, but I think I want more mana. Decay is good. Decay is like insurance policy. So what I don't hope here is that they just play an Arcanist. They don't flip. So yeah, okay. So okay, they play Sprite Dragon. I think I have to get Astrolabe next turn, and then wait one more turn with. Oh, that's actually really good. So I'm gonna fetch Forest here and just pray they don't have like a force effect. Now praying against Elder is probably not what you want to be at. Okay, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make green mana. We're gonna cast Astrolabe. And we're going to cycle a green mana, decay, Sprite, and pass. I think Sprite is like the biggest threat out of those two. Okay. Okay, I think we have to let this go. And then we can fight over like Uru maybe. But that the clock is real now. Maybe we're even supposed to fight over Baleful Strix. Scry to the top. We drop to 11. Let's make some blue mana. Let's cast a Brainstorm. Okay. I guess we put back a Strix and a Force. Okay, we'll let them ponder. I think I'm supposed to fight to protect Strix to be able to trade with the Sprite Dragon. We have like 2 forces. Wow, this is tense. They don't shuffle. Okay. Okay, we're red to kill Strix, I guess. Right, okay. That means they can only like fire off one of either bolt or blast as it stands right now. They could drop another land, of course. Not to shuffle, okay. So I think they're going to attack with Insectile Aberration, and I'm going to trade with the Strix. because I got another Strix coming. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with Strix. I'm gonna cast Uro. Gain some life. Okay, they daze. That's fine. We can pay. Plunk down a land. And pass turn. So they have a land in hand. Hopefully they don't have like another red effect. It looks like they do. Okay, I think that means we lose unless we draw like exactly Abrupt Decay or Baleful Strix. That's unfortunate. Oh, Kitchen Finks. No, that doesn't do it. Guess we can make black. And I guess we can cast Uru here from our hand. Just to see if we like draw one of the aforementioned cards. We don't. Man, that's annoying. Alright. GG's. So that was a disappointing end to that league, but that was Grixis. I still think the plan somewhat did what I wanted it to do, but the Sprite Dragons were just a bit too quick. Bummer. Alright, I'm going to jump into another league here and play a couple of more Dino Doom. Alright. On the draw here, I'm going to keep this. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Ooh, basic planes. So let's plunk down this Astrolabe, make like we're a snow deck. So I am just, oh, thought it was Death and Taxes. Guess they're the snow deck. Alright. Yummy, yummy brainstorm. Not that yummy, but yeah. So this is Oko. Uru, okay. Okay. They didn't hit another land. Let's go ahead and Strix it out here. Maybe they have days. Okay. So we're not drawing too hot, I have to say. They just pass. Wow. Stumbling on that mana. While we're flooding out, I guess. I don't mind if they have like a Coatl to trade here. There it is. Yeah, that's fine. We're not too fussed about Oko, although he can become like a fast clock pretty quickly. Come on. Is it really time to like cycle Edge of Autumn? I think it might be. Kind of gives away what we're playing. Suck. That's, by the way, not me being naughty. That's the Danish word for sigh. Okay. Astrolabe, that means they'll be swinging for 6 next turn, 3 this turn. Maybe I should have stayed on defense with the Strix, but whatever. Okay, I mean, that's one way to go out. We really need a brainstorm badly. Okay. Well, there is Doomsday. So, if they have Coatl here, then we're effectively dead. So we have to actually try and counter that, which is then going to mean we can't really, probably can't really fight next turn. Whoops. Yeah, because they're going to Oko that into a 3-3, swing for 9, and we'll be at 1, meaning we can't Doomsday. I'm going to pay for this just to not die, because they might not have a pitch counter. And I mean, if they have a pitch counter, they ought to counter this, because it's pretty obvious I don't have any more counter spells, and they would have lethal. Whereas right now there is a theoretical chance that we just win if we draw like a draw spell of some kind. Seems unlikely that they wouldn't have another counter spell. That didn't matter because we didn't draw a cantrip. Alright, so against Snoko, what I've been doing is bringing in like 2 copies of Carpet of Flowers and then the Decays, because these days they are bound to have like Meddling Mages and maybe Court of Cunning or Hull Breacher. So let's dump the LED, dump a Petal. Dump the Strix, 2 Strix. Yeah, having enough blue cards here becomes an issue pretty quickly. Um, we can dump a ritual because we're loading up on carpets here, but ugh. I guess I don't mind shaving a land. All right, let's choose to be on the play. And let's choose to keep this. This is not a matchup where the dinosaurs, I think, need to come in because with them having Oko and Urum themselves, like we can't really pressure their life total, and the Ice Fang Waddles is pretty big annoyance for the Carnage Tyrant. So a Doomsday here would be very interesting. Let's try and cycle the Street Wraith. Okay. Guess Meddling Mage? Sure. The Day of Doom. Guess Carpet Flowers is normally great, but mana isn't really the choking point here. I think I'm gonna bottom both. I don't hate drawing the second decay. I think maybe I was. I think I'm gonna decay now before they have green mana open for Veil. Ponder is a good draw. If they Pyroblast this, I'm gonna Veil. Doesn't cantrip, but I think I need to Ponder. Oh, second. Okay, I'm gonna Veil again. Hope they don't have like. I mean, if they pitch counter again here, they're gonna be hellbent all over. Okay, so that wins us the game. That's fine. All right, so here's the thing. Depending on how much they're able to bring in against us, there's a chance that they don't have like that they don't have a lot of stuff like Urus and Okos. I kind of feel like bringing in the shifting Ceratops. It can sort of run through the Quaddles. Uh, yeah, it's a bit silly, I think, but yeah, let's try this. What do we cut though? I think probably we can cut the Ideas Unbound. Actually, I don't think without the LED, the whole like veil into Doomsday win same turn is not going to happen. At least not very often. Now there's still a bigger chance of it happening with the thing. All right, I'm gonna keep this and hope that carpet gets to enter the battlefield. They'll have to pitch in order to do anything, so I think I'll be happy to pitch along. Yeah. They have a force here, they're going to burn it off. Okay. So let's ponder. This isn't great. I think I'm actually going to shuffle these, even though it's a little bit annoying to not have a second land right now. But the carpet is going to do some work. I'm guessing a forest. Yep. So if this is Sylvan, I'm just going to let it resolve and then decay it. All right. Let's actually not. Let's ponder. If they red blasted, that's okay. Well, that's good. I think I'm just gonna draw the Doomsday in case they like surgical to shuffle our deck or something. Yep, can't do anything about that. I still feel pretty decent about our spot here. I suppose the worst thing that could happen to us is actually like them thought seizing us right now. I think that's the only thing I would have to try to consider forcing. Hmm. So what do you say, folks? Should we give this a try? I guess we're a mana short though. Spotted the duress and I don't know. We're a mana short for shifting Ceratops, but we're also a mana short of like going Doomsday with Veil backup. So maybe that was silly. Leovold. Right. I'm gonna force here, and then I'm gonna Veil on their force back. Okay, they didn't have one. We could have like allowed it to resolve and then decay, but I don't think so. Alright, well, I think I'm just gonna give them something to think about here. They might just have plow and then it won't matter, but they might also not and be in trouble. Right. So, okay. So I think I have to decay Oko if the shifting Ceratops plan is gonna be what we do. But I suppose we could also just go for Doomsday. Save our decay. So I think I'm gonna go for Doomsday. I think that's probably the correct play here. Okay, so they pierce. Oh, sorry. Force pitch pierce. Okay, so they just concede. Sweet. Alright, that was Snoko. Alright, I think I'm gonna play one more match for this video and then call it a day. Alright, on the play. And yeah, gonna keep this a little bit. Like, if Ideas Abound had been, or Ideas Abound or Strix had been like another land, that would probably have been better, or even the Petal. But it's a pretty decent hand. They mulligan to 6, so let's just pass. Right, once upon a time. Hope this isn't Elves, which has like secretly become one of my go-to fear matchups, at least on this build, I think. Ooh, that is not a dreaded matchup, Cloud Post. So I am gonna. Ugh. I think I'm gonna Astrolabe here. Think it might. Oh, this is not good. I shouldn't have done it. I should have brainstormed. So what's correct here? Is it to burn a Petal to Ponder to actually like get on with our mana development? Seems kind of sort of less than ideal to like burn a Petal to find land. So I think I'm gonna pass. But yeah. This could also be like Eldrazi Post, which is a bit more scary. Like regular mono green Cloud Post is incredibly soft to Doomsday, but like the Eldrazi Post has like Karn the Great Creator and like Thought Not Seer and stuff. So that's a bit more scary. I'm not gonna force the expedition map. Okay, so think I'm gonna brainstorm here. Okay. Not sure what they're doing that in response to brainstorm for, but maybe they worry that we have like stifle. Okay, we dump a land and dump a Veil of Summer. And let's cast Ponder here. Hopefully find Doomsday. Nope. So interesting they got the basic forest off of that map. For the Reclaimer, I guess? Sure. Like, I have enough confidence that between the cards in my hand and the top of my deck, I'll be able to find Doomsday before they can kill me, basically. Well, there was no Doomsday there. Yikes. I guess I spoke too soon, huh? Hmm. Alright. I think if I don't draw, like, Doomsday or a Cantrip next turn, I might just fire off Ideas Unbound. I guess this is one way to lose to Cloudpost. I mean, and now it's kind of bad because we're looking at least giving them 2 more turns. Pithing Needle, okay. I guess I'd better fetch. So if they have figured out what we're on, they're going to name Street Wraith or Edge of Autumn, which are the only like targets in our deck other than fetch lands. They might name like, I guess I don't know. What would they think we're on if they don't know that it's Doomsday? Because the pedal kind of, yeah, okay, so they figured it out. I'm assuming they're going to hold back the Reclaimer and then like fetch another Cloudpost end of turn to be able to like put us to the sword next turn. Alright, I'm going to fire off Ideas Unbound here. We have like the Veil and the Thassa that I don't mind binning, and even the Belful Strix. Okay, so where does that leave us next turn? If we just, let's say we dump the Decay, the Veil of Summer, and maybe not Thassa, because if they have like a Jugabog in the deck, then that just KOs us. So let's say we bottom the Strix. Then we can't win without another mana or a better draw spell. I think maybe I'm supposed to cantrip here. Yikes. Okay. Well, we're gonna pass here, and we're gonna dump decay, yikes, decay, veil, and a force of will, I think. Because then if we draw a land or a petal next turn, we can win with the Strix, and we get to keep open force. We just have to hope that whatever they do next turn isn't like the end of the world, but it might be. Okay, so they ditched their Glimmer Post, making me think they're going to cast Primetime this turn and not an Eldrazi. There's an eye. So we're going to force this. So we really want like a mana source or a 1 mana cantrip here. Or that. That's good. Okay, so that should do it. We need to... No, we don't. I was going to say we need to use the pedal, but there's no need. So having the Thassa now is actually... could have been awkward, because if they had kept open the... the Oracle... Oh, sorry, the Reclaimer here, but that's fine. No! No, 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 no. Oh my god. Uh, hang on, so how does this work? We have to fade one more turn. Yeah, now it is actually awkward because we can't obviously sack LED with Thassa in our hand. So what we can do is we can put a Force of Will on top of our pile, and we can Edge of Autumn into it and force their next turn play, hopefully. But I mean, if they can, no, they can't make Ugin. Is that the name? There's one of the Eldrazi that, like, when it is cast, I think target player mills a bunch of cards, or it might be that when it attacks. Anyways, so Street Wraith is off. We have to remember that. So we'll draw Ideas Unbound, and I guess we have everything in hand here, so we can make a duress where we would put the Thassa normally. Okay, so we edge into Force of Will, and then on our draw step we draw Ideas Unbound. We will at that point have 2 lands and an untapped pedal. So we will draw Cavern, Duress, and Pedal. So yeah, I think this does it. This just went like got real sloppy somehow. So how scary is this? I think I'm supposed to just counter this and not risk some land that I didn't think about coming into play in like Gaia Reach Sanitarium or whatever it's called, and like making me draw cards, messing up the pile. Glacial Chasm. Okay. So they can. No, they still don't have the dude switched on. They can attack if they want to. They don't want to. And so we should have this wrapped up. And we even get to play around the imaginary game one Mindbreak Trap here by not playing out the pedal. Okay, sweet. So I think these 4 cards here are all we have that could come in this matchup. And I'm not even sure we're supposed to load up on those, but we have these 4 dead Veil of Summers. So I think this is fine. I think Cloudpost's strategy versus Doomsday is to like load up on maybe up to 4 Mindbreak Traps and some number of surgical extractions. So I don't even think they necessarily run like sphere resistance or whatever. But so we could well be switching one dead card for another. But yeah, this is an acceptable hand. I don't know if you're ever supposed to counter the Once Upon a Time. Maybe if they mull to like 4 or something. Okay. Doomsday? Oh. So I am gonna play like around Mindbreak Trap as best as I can and like play out Lotus Petals in advance. Someone told me that at some point, like a well-known Cloudpost player was running Cephalid Coliseum as a like reclaimer target for to put in against Doomsday. Wow, carpet, okay. So that's pretty good tech, I guess. Fortunately for us, we get to somewhat decide how to how much we want to switch that on. Say, for instance, we might want to fetch a basic swamp here. Oh, I didn't see there was a land at the end, or I wouldn't have gotten rid of the duress. Oh well. Oh, Arkham's Astrolabe, making people feel annoyed since 2019. Yeah, I think it's fine to play this out. We might not need more mana than what we already have. Okay, so I have 4 mana now. That's Karn mana. That's TKS mana. I'm pretty sure they aren't Eldrazi. Null Rod here, or like Green Sunstone. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. That would be the Reclaimer. If I draw Decay, I'll definitely Decay him. And I might even have been supposed to force there, but... What's this, Chalice? Surely not. So let's start off with a preordain. Nope, don't want any of this. Now I think we have to fire off brainstorm here. How gross is that? Okay, I think we might lose this game here, just because we whiffed pretty badly. Oops, no. Oh no. Are we gonna get God here? They're gonna name polluted delta. Just let this slip. That's stupid. Yep. Stupid is what stupid does, as someone once said. Oh, yep. This is one of those spots where I practically feel like, you know, conceding in shame. Just going on to to game number 3. You know, I think actually I will do that to save myself some time. All right. I don't think anything changes here. Feel pretty good about this. So let's just get it done. All right. Oof. We're pretty screwed if we don't find like Doomsday. Sorry, like more lands. But if we just find one more land, then I feel confident that's between Strix and Ideas Unbound. We'll draw into a third. So let's do this. We might as well get the forest, play around carpet anyways. If I'd been able to fetch black, I would have done that. I would have fetched the forest. Oh, sorry, the swamp. So really need to draw land now. Any land will do. They revealed the Suba. Okay. Whew. Okay, so this means Strix. Land? Okay, well, we'll save that for next turn. I also like that I have Decay open here. Or Decay Online, I guess. Let's cycle. Okay, I guess we have to play out Strix. And hope for that third land. We don't get it. Oh, I should have attacked. But I guess that won't really matter. Okay, now they have 6 mana open. No, sorry, I thought it was Usua. Okay, so we are going to just cast Doomsday here. underneath the Mindbreak trap. They could have Warping Whale, I guess. That would be really annoying. Surgical on what? Lotus Petal. Yeah, that's a good play. I think I'm just gonna let that happen, though. We can't risk like playing into a Mindbreak trap by trying to force that, and I don't think it's necessarily that. It means we won't win next turn most likely. Um, I suppose what we could do is like draw basic island, then we could tap basic forest to cast Astrolabe, draws. Yeah, that actually works, right? So if we put basic island on top, and then Edge of Autumn, and then Thassa's Oracle, assuming they don't have removal, I think we should be able to win from there. Let me just walk that through in my head here. So we'll like untap, draw Snow-Covered Island. Then we tap Snow-Covered Forest to cast Archimess Astrolabe. And then we tap Bayou, tap Astrolabe to make blue. And then, yeah. Okay, so Island, Edge of Autumn, Thassa, I guess Cavern of Souls. If for some reason they end up with a Chalice off the Void on 2 next turn, I'm going to put Street Wraith in there just in case that they have like Pithing Needle. And they will see that we chose Street Wraith from our graveyard because that's like an accessible zone. So let's go like this. And I'm guessing they're looking through our graveyard, or sorry, our exile zone right now. Alright, gonna attack. Never forget. This is silly. If for some reason they have some sort of haste threat that I wasn't thinking about, but I'm pretty sure they won't. So if they have another surgical here, it's kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. I still think we should be fine here. They have 9 mana now, so if they could like drop another, what would it be? Like if they have like an 11 mana threat and they can play a Glimmer Post, they could play that. Okay. So let's go like this, go like that. They have crop rotation here. I think that's fine because we won't be drawing to the bottom of the deck. I'm not sure what they could have here, but we'll see. I guess it could be white mana and they could have plow. That would be really annoying. Okay, they just get another. Well, that was a stage. I guess they get another cloud post. Okay, so let's cycle by sacking this. 4 mana? Okay. I think they're just messing with us, to be honest. We'll see. I might be missing something. And if they can remove it, doesn't matter because we have the 2 Strix. So the devotion to blue will be fine. So the whole plow scenario, actually, I hadn't considered that. So this should be fine. All right, cool. We got there against our best matchup. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it here, but thanks for tuning in and watching some Dino Riders on the march. Yeah, sad I couldn't like finish the first league off in better fashion, but yeah, it is what it is. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll be back with some more Legacy.